Hey guys, can you give a thumbs up if you can hear what I'm saying? Nice. Great. Yeah, let's just start. So, welcome to Better Danish Lesson 2. So, this is a new concept that we come up with. So, if you have any feedback, then just let me know after the lesson. That could be really nice. Today, we're going to talk about pronouns, or in Danish, pronomer eller stedord. Oh, no. Okay, I have to... Just a second. So the agenda for today is that I'm gonna do a short presentation of me and Better Danish. And I think I recognize one name, so I don't know if any other knows about Better Danish. I'm just gonna do a short presentation of that. And then if you have any question about Danish, like in general, then you can also ask that. And then I brought a little Danish headline, and it's not from today, but from yesterday. So we're also going to talk a little bit about that. And then I'm going to do a quick quiz, or just to see how much you know about pronouns. It's not really a quiz, more like yeah. And then we're going to talk about pronouns. And then I brought some exercises for you guys. And then if you have any question when I'm doing like a whole speech about it, then you can ask in the chat, and then I'm going to go through it either while I'm doing the presentation or in the end. Yes. So let's start. Just need to see if I can scroll down here. No. All right. So, who am I? My name is Henriette, and I'm 30 years, and I have a bachelor degree in intercultural studies and Danish as a second language. And I've been working as a Danish teacher for a year at a private language school, and it's where I met the founder of Better Danish, and we made a kind of collaboration. So Better Danish is a new way to learn Danish with a main focus on speaking. So with a little help from Freja, who is a Danish AI teacher. You can have a conversation with her. And then we also introducing these free lessons where I will be talking on you guys. And yeah, so this is like a trial. So if there's something like, some subject you really want to go through or something, then yeah, it could be nice to have some feedback about that. But enough about me. Have you any question about Danish? Like, do you have any question about Danish language or culture or grammar? An example of this could be, like, I had someone asking me on the community WhatsApp we have when you sign into Better Danish, that how do you pronounce decimal numbers? So anything would go, and you can just write text in the chat, and then I can see. Maybe. Yes. If you do have a question, then you can send a thumbs up as a reaction, so I know that there is a question. With what? Okay, there's one asking, with what other language is Danish similar to? It depends on like the grammar, so it's quite close to German. And also we have a lot of English structures as well, and there's also some French, like we brought some words for to use for anything, but especially German would be the most similar, also in the way we talk. And then of course Norwegian and Swedish is also quite similar, but they have another like rhythm in the way they talk. Is that answer to your question, Gregory? You can just send a thumbs up if it is, or yeah. Okay. And I think there was one more question. Was it Edna or something? Elsie, sorry, or Enid, who had a question as well? Oh, welcome. Oh, yeah. Okay, so someone is asking, or Iskra is asking, if learning Danish and Better Danish is free. And these lessons that we do now is free, and then there's a free trial. But you have to sign up after the free trial. Thank you for answering that, Mihai. Okay, I think I'm gonna go on with the presentation, and if you have any other question, you can just send them. So the next one on the agenda was news. So I don't know if you guys heard about it, but it's kind of a big deal in Denmark right now. There is a documentary called Den Sorte Svane, which is a documentary about corruption in Denmark. And it's kind of a big deal in Denmark, and everybody's talking about it. And I think it was a year ago or something when it came out, and yesterday they came out with 2 new episode of this documentary where it involves the police. So there is a headline from yesterday where the chief of police had stated, "Det er rigtig godt fjernsyn," siger politidirektør om Den Sorte Svane. Det er rigtig godt fjernsyn. Directly translated, it means it's really good television, says the chief of police about the Black Swan. So, det er rigtig godt fjernsyn. I think if you have to like get the nuance, it's kind of it's made for television. And when you say this as a police officer, then in the nuance there is also like kind of a tone to it that it's good television, but it's like over dramatic, so it may be not kind of true. Yeah. So this is yeah, some big news in Denmark, and if you have TV2 Play, then I would recommend you watching it. It's quite advanced Danish language, so if you can get some with some subtitles or just try it out, then I would recommend you doing that. All right, let's go to the next one. So you can just type in your answer in the chat. I have some questions for you guys just to see which level we are on. So the first question is, what is the definition of pronouns? Hvad er definitionen på pronomer? Is it about things and people, ting og mennesker, or words you can say instead of nouns? And you can type in A if you think it's things and people, or B if you think it's words you can say instead of nouns. So somebody put a hand up. Mihai, can you see who it was?
Yeah, I think it was Enid, but the hand went down again. So
okay, yeah, then no worries. Enid, if you want to ask a question, then maybe try to see if you can write it in the chat if you have the opportunity to do that. But it's correct that it's B. The next question is for you guys. Do you know the difference between hans and sin? Altså, kender du forskellen på hans og sin? Type in A if you think yes for sure, or B, no, not at all, or C, I'm not sure. Okay. So some know and some doesn't. That's fine. We're going to go through that today. So by the end of the lesson, you should definitely know the difference between it. And then, how familiar are you with the Danish pronouns? Hvor godt kender du de danske pronomner? I'm new to Danish, or I'm very familiar with the rules. Okay, so some are very new or new to Danish. That's fine. Then we're gonna take it from the top. Okay. So this is the pronouns in Danish. So we have the personal pronouns. It's jeg in first person when you're a subject. And then we also have objects. So if you're a subject in a sentence you want to say, then it's all these. And if it is the object, then we have these ones. Then we have someone called reflexive pronomen. It means that it refers back to the subject. So we have verbs where there is reflexive. So it could be like when you take a shower, you say "jeg vasker mig." I'm just gonna write it here in the chat. "Jeg vasker mig." So here we're using the reflexive pronomen, and if we just say "jeg vasker," then it would be like we're cleaning something, like "jeg vasker op," do the dishes. "Jeg vasker op." So when we say "jeg vasker mig," it means that we're showering. Yeah, and then we have the possessive pronomen when something or someone belongs to us. Then we have this category. Yeah, then we have them when it's singular and when it's plural. So, and then we have first person, second person, and third person. So the subject here would be in first person jeg, and the second person du, and the third person han, hun, or this is when it's a feminine. I think we would probably use it only for people, or if we personalize something like an animal, then we can also use han or hun if we know if it's a female or male. But either way, or we would also use den og det. So den og det is that could also be an animal like a cat. En cat would be den, because we have nouns where we have someone who's en, and some nouns who has it as an article, en or it. When the noun is en, then it's den, and when it's it, then it's det. So when it has a B, then also a T here. So we make this kind of, yeah. And then we have the plural, where we have the first person, vi, second person, I, third person, de. And the object when it's not or when it's not subject in the sentence but an object, then we're saying mig, dig, ham, hende, den, det. So this stays the same. And vi becomes us, I, jer, de, dem. And the next box, I'm just going to go through it really quickly. Then my becomes my here as well, so that's quite easy. Die, die. But here, always when we have the third person, I would say then it's a bit more tricky. So ham, hende becomes sig, and then they also sig. So here we have like so it's not that easy in third person. And first person plural would be us, like the same, and second person would also be yeah. And then we have third person as well, where instead of them, then it becomes sig, as in singular. And the last one, possessive pronouns, then min, mit, og mine. So here we also have, like, if the noun is fællesord, altså en, then it becomes min. And if it is it, then it becomes mit. And if it's plural, like then we put on an e, so mine børn, for example, my children, mine børn. And it's the same in this next one. And then we have in the third box here, hans, hendes, sin, sit, sine. So now it becomes a bit tricky again. So the best example would be jeg elsker, han elsker sine børn og sin kone. He loves his wife. When we use sin, then it's the subject. So this is his own wife. If we say han elsker hans kone, then it's another man's wife. Yeah. And the same in den, det, eller den, så this, sin, sit, sine. Then we also have, like, if it's another den. So the same rule goes for this one. And here in plural, it's vores, jeres, deres. Okay. Do you have any question for this? Or else, then just send a thumbs up, and then we're gonna do some exercises. All right. Yes, correctly, Mihai. So Hans kone is another man's wife. Okay. So I also brought it here. So let's try the first one. Jeg elsker de børn. I love my children. what would be the correct answer to put in here if it's my and it's plural? You can type in, yes, exactly, in the chat. So Angel is saying mine. So it's mine because børn is plural. If it was barn, then it would be mit barn, because it's it barn. Yes. And the next one, I love my tree. So here we need to know tree. I know it's kind of a fucked up sentence, but I really love my tree, apparently. So here we have to know whether træ is it or en. And that is also correct. Mit, because it's et træ. Et træ. Mit træ. And then the next one. Han elsker beep kone. He loves my wife. So yeah. Is there any other suggestion than seen? So here, he loves my wife. Yeah. Yes, exactly. Min kone. And then if it was he loves his wife, and it's still my. Does it make sense? So if we make this like a bit different, so he loves his wife, but his is like my wife. If I was a male, which pronoun would you then use? Is it sin or hence? The correct answer is hence, because he doesn't own his wife in that example. So that's why we're using hence. If it was his own wife, then it would be sin kone. Okay, let's try another one. So I have some pronunciation as well. So when we pronounce jeg, a mig, a dig, a sig, we tend to shorten it a bit, so we don't say when we use it in a sentence. I know I say jeg now, but when we use it in a sentence, we tend to just say ja. Jeg hedder Henriette. My name is Henriette. Jeg hedder. Eller jeg vasker mig. Eller jeg elsker dig. Eller han vasker sig. So we pronounce it with ja, ma, da, da. Okay. Then you have to replace the noun with a pronoun. So Henriette taler dansk. And now you have to think as you were me. So is it A, mig, or B, jeg? Yes. Oh, sorry. Oh. He is correct. Jeg taler dansk. And the next one, Adam spiser et æble. Adam eats an apple. Adam spiser et æble. Adam, is that ham, like A, or is it B, han? Yes. And what if I said, jeg spiser Adam? And instead of Adam, would it be, sorry, jeg spiser, would it be ham or han? I'm eating Adam. I know it doesn't make, would it be ham or han? Jeg spiser ham, eller jeg spiser han? Yes, it would be ham, because then Adam is not a subject anymore, and then we're using ham. Okay. I'm just gonna go. So this is the last exercise. I made a little short story, and then we have to replace the nouns with pronouns. Så Katrine har en kat. Katrine passer godt på Katrines kat. Katrine elsker Katrines kat. And it means that Katrine has a cat. Katrine takes good care of Katrines cat. Katrine loves Katrines cat. So the first one is Katrine har en kat. Vi passer godt på. So the first one, what would that be? Yes, hun. The correct answer is hun, because here it's a subject. Then we're gonna go to the next one. Hun passer godt på Beep cat. So now she owns the cat. Okay, so in here, I can see there is a different. So the correct answer is hun passer godt på sin kat. Because it's Katrine's cat. Katrine takes good care of Katrine's cat. So Katrine is the same person. So C. If it was Katrine takes good care of Ellen's cat, then it would be hennes. Because then it's another person's cat, hennes cat. Okay? And the last one. Beep elsker Beep cat. Katrine loves Katrines cat. Mm. So the first is the subject, and we still in third person because Katrine is a third person. Yes, hun. So hun elsker. And hun elsker what? So which pronoun would we have here? So hun elsker. Is it hendes or sie? It's still Katrine's cat. So yes. Så hun elsker sin kat. Katrine is the same person. If it was Katrine elsker Ellens cat, then we would use hennes. Okay, let's try the next one. Peter har et barn. Peter passer godt på Peters barn. Peter elsker Peters barn. So Peter has a child. Peter takes good care of Peter's child. Peter loves Peter's child. So the first one, Peter har et barn. And yes, han is correct. Han passer godt på, oh, I forgot barn. So Peters barn. Yeah, so now it's han, han passer. And then we have scenes. So it called et barn. Så han passer godt på Ja, almost. Sit barn. Ja, præcis. Han passer godt på sit barn. Because it's his child. All right, and then Peter elsker Peters barn. Bip elsker Bip barn. So the first one, Peter. What would that be? Almost. Yes, han elsker sit barn. Because again, et barn. So the first one, yeah, is han, because it's the subject. Han. So han elsker. And then we have seen or sit. And the correct answer here is sit. Because we found out that et barn, the noun is et barn, the article is with T, so it's sit and not seen. Sit barn. Så sit barn. Han elsker sit barn. Yeah. Okay, so we are running out of time. Do you have any questions? Then you can just type it in now or give a thumbs up if you're okay. Okay, Emmanuel, let's see. All right. Then I just want to say thank you guys and keep up the good work. If you want to join Better Danish, then you get a 3-day free trial. And if you use the invite code Henriette, then you get 10% discount on the further. And with that, you also get access to a WhatsApp community where I will be in it, so you can just reach out to me. And then you can also have an influence on what the next lesson could be about, if you have any ideas or anything. And then the next lesson will be announced via mail or on the Better Danish website. Thank you so much for today, and see you hopefully